Happy Earth Day, everybody! I am Cassie Olson, Program Coordinator at Pelican Lake, Sandy Shores, and Lake Cochran Recreation Areas, as well as Hartford Beach State Park. Today is one of my favorite days of the year, Earth Day. This year is extra special because it's the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. This week is a big week in our world. It's also Environmental Education Week. This is a week where I get a whole bunch of new resources to teach you some really fun and very important lessons on how to protect our Earth. Being that today is Earth Day, let's celebrate. One thing I would like to note is that we shouldn't just celebrate Earth Day today, but every single day of the year. This year is going to be a little bit different than every other year. There won't be any gatherings together with our communities to celebrate. However, you and your families can do a lot to celebrate Earth Day today. I'm going to give you a few ideas in today's video, but first, time for a quick history lesson. On April 22nd, 1970, 20 million Americans, 10% of the U.S. population at the time, took to the streets, college campuses, and hundreds of cities to protest environmental ignorance and demand a new way forward for our planet. The crisis was oil spills, smog, and rivers that were so polluted that they would literally catch on fire. That first Earth Day 50 years ago is recognized as the planet's largest community event. After the first Earth Day, wheels started turning. Laws such as the Clean Air Act, Clean Water Act, and Endangered Species Acts were put into motion, as well as the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency. The celebration of Earth Day spread globally, with almost every country in the world now hosting environmentally focused events. Since Earth Day is all about celebrating our beautiful planet and learning ways to be active and taking care of it. Isn't it amazing what can happen when the world comes together to fight for something good? Every year, Earth Day falls on April 22nd and has its own theme. The theme for 2020 is climate action. This is a big one, as it's been a very pressing issue for many years. Climate change represents the biggest challenge for the future of our Earth and the life that makes it livable. There are so many different activities that you and your family can take part in to celebrate Earth Day, though we can't meet together as a community, and today I am going to give you a few ideas. The first activity that you and your family can take part in is cleaning up litter. Whether it's right in your own yard, in a ditch around your home, throughout your neighborhood, or coming out to a state park or recreation area near you, picking up litter is always a spectacular way to help save the planet. I talked about this a little bit on Monday's program. Whether the trash is yours or not, it's still very important to pick it up and put it where it belongs. That's part of being in nature and what conservation is all about. Every year, once the snow disappears, it seems that new trash has resurfaced all over the place. Grab some gloves and a trash bag and pick it up. State parks, recreation areas, and nature areas are still open, and we would love to see you out there. We take great pride in keeping our parks clean, but some litter is inevitable. These parks are just as much yours as they are mine and everybody else's, so your help is appreciated. On that same note, if you do visit our areas, be sure to check around you to make sure that everything you brought with goes back out with you. If you have some trash to toss, we've got cans and dumpsters all over the place, so go ahead and use them. Another excellent Earth Day activity that you guys can do together is to build a birdhouse or a bird feeder. I, for one, love sharing my home with all of Earth's little critters. By building a simple bird feeder or birdhouse out of recycled materials that we can find laying around our homes, like paper towel rolls, milk jugs, coffee tins, some scrap wood laying around, or really anything that you can find, we are helping our flying friends in more ways than we ever knew possible. I've noticed we've got a few birds starting to make their nests in our homes that we have around here, and we've also got a pair of wood ducks in our yard. Now is a great time to remind you that if you do have wood duck boxes in your area, you should get out there and clean them out. They don't like when there's old shells or sawdust or whatever you bed it with in there. So in order to get them to use it again, we need to clean those out as soon as possible. I will attach a wood duck house blueprint to the Google Drive on this video so you guys can make your own wood duck houses as well. Creating habitat is an excellent way to celebrate Earth Day. Speaking of building habitat, putting together an insect hotel is another really fun way to help creatures of our planet. Every animal, even the tiniest, creepiest, crawliest bugs, play a very special role in keeping our environment healthy. Building a bug hotel will help attract insects that control pests and pollinate our flowers. Hotels give the bugs a place to nest and protect them from all of the elements. You can be as creative as you would like with this one, or you can keep it simple by just filling a wood box with dried grass, bark, rocks, and pine cones. One of my favorite things to pretend that I'm good at is having a green thumb. I love having flowers around my house, especially when I can plant them myself and watch them grow. However, I have proven many times that I am not meant to be a gardener. I have a few succulents around my house and they don't stand much of a chance if I'm being honest. However, I do have a good feeling about my e-program participants, like you. Plant some flowers and get your garden ready. One really fun idea is to plant a fairy garden. This is where you use rocks and twigs and anything you can find in nature to build natural homes for little fairies. You can add various plants or mosses and even little tiny toy houses and such if you have them around. You can make it their own home sweet home. I will attach a photo as an example on the Google Drive link as well. Or you can just Google fairy gardens and so many cute ideas pop up. Since the weather is so beautiful and I want to get you guys outside today, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. For today's Earth Day challenge, I want you to do something to celebrate Earth Day in any way, shape, or form. Remember that the point of Earth Day is to celebrate our wonderful planet and take part of some different activities that take care of it. Don't forget that we should be treating every day as Earth Day. There is no planet B, so we have to take care of the one that we've got. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on Friday for a special Weather Awareness Fun Fact Friday. Bye.